we're going to do a distance off here, and I want to use a regular chart. And the first thing I want to show you is how we measure latitudes and longitude. We're going to measure latitude and longitude for this point. And I like to use two methods, one's with the dividers and one's with the ruler. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to come over, line up on one of our longitude lines. If the if the ruler is not square, you will get a very wrong answer. So it's going to be very square. Square that up on that line. We lift up, slide over until we get right over the dot. And what I have here then is I read from right to left. I get 20, 21, 22, 23, and I would say 23.9, almost 24. So we have 71 degrees, 3.9 degrees longitude. The way I do the other one, I like to use the dividers. So especially if you're in the middle of a chart, it's very hard to work with the ruler. So what we do, again, is I grab a point, our little point, and I go up to the first latitude lines. It could be either this one or it could be this one. And I'll simply come over to the edge where we had it started, which is 20, put it on that line, and I count back up again. So this is 15, 16.6. So we have 41 degrees, 16.6 latitude. And that's the easiest way to get longitude and latitude. Let's do a distance off. We want to find out what our distance off is when we travel from this buoy to this buoy. So I have a heading of 50 degrees, 050, and again I line it up with the little X in the middle and the outer rows. There's 050, and I'm going to walk it over to our buoy. Oops, there again. Things do slide. We get it lined up, and walk it over, and I draw my line. This is our course line, our DR. The question I have is, how far off of that buoy are we? You can then square up. Our closest point of approach is always a 90 degrees. Is there 90 degrees? Draw that line. Now, our closest point of approach to that buoy is at that point. We measure this distance. We come over to the latitude scale. We do not measure on the longitude. We only measure on the latitude scale. And I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.3 nautical miles. If I want to do an ETA, I would measure off 5 nautical miles. That's 5. And then spin it, bring it down to that line, and I have 5, 6.9. So I would take 6.9 is what your distance times 60, and I would divide it by whatever our speed was, and that would give me minutes. Then I would add that from our start point to here. I would add those minutes to our start time. That would give me an ETA. And again, the key thing is we measure all distances on the latitude. We never use the longitude scale. Distance off.